It's a front row of Max Taddy on pole position with Jensen White alongside. Jensen Hookie and Ryan White on row 2. Ralphie Branscombe and Fenton Stoneman on row 3 with Ashley Haase and Kevin Ivanoff on row 4. Joshua Sullivan starts 9th. Ed Spain for company with Alfie Forrester and Theo Bradshaw on row number 6. Then it's Larry Price and Archie Loveridge, Samuel Yeadon and George Ralston with Freddie Housego and Sam Hayes on row number 9. Charlie Stapleton and Sam Green Gomez on row 10. Ronnie Legg starts 21st, Cameron Tipping 22nd with Otto Amy and Jacob Leathenby on row number 12. Then it's Luke Jardine, Max Housego and Thomas Battershill to complete your 27 kart grid for Honda Cadet. Just waiting for the Bambino to be removed, which it looks like it has. It's gone into the infield section, so that will be collected and returned back into the paddock. Look at live chat. Katie Crombie saying on good luck to William Crombie, the 15, and Rob Van Thom has been on saying good luck to the green machine of Jensen Hookie. So there's Samuel Yeadon, the 88 kart. Larry Price, the 97. Make our way. He's behind his BSR teammate Alfie Forrester. In front of them, the 13 of Joshua Sullivan and the 17 of Ashley Haase. On the other side there, we've got Ed Spain and Theo Bradshaw. Bradshaw coming through from starting in 12th. There has arguably been a top 3 runner all weekend in Honda Cadet, though that retirement from heat number 2 not doing him any favours at all, compounded as well by the fact that he had to start heat number 3 from the back of the grid, and then he had to come all the way through up into 7th place in that 3rd heat. So charging through, knows he can do it, Theo Bradshaw. Got to get round that first lap nice and cleanly and pick them off in front. Two more finals after this one. Junior Rotax and Micro Max to round out your day here in the south of Wales. 12 minutes plus 1 lap for all of our final. Honda Cadet making their way round. Max Taddy and Jensen White off the front row. Jensen Hookie and Ryan White going off row number 2. So back at Coma C50 Bambino, I think I'd mentioned at the time, looking at the entry list, it looked like it was the number 10 that was the second driver involved with Sebastian McCarthy, who we've got Ernie Wade on the signing on list. I get the feeling it could have been Oscar Churches in the 18, as he was, the numbers look fairly similar, and he was shown as a lap down, which means he wouldn't have taken the line as the rest of the field came through. But it does appear that they are both okay, so great that they are after the coming together in that Comet C50 Bambino race. Parent helpers making their way off the grid here then at Llandow. Final few are clear. 5-second board will be turned round in a few moments' time as our drivers get themselves into position. We're waiting for the engine notes to rise. The engine notes rise. Eyes up on the lights in the left-hand corner for our drivers. Top right for us. We're away and racing in Honda Cadet. It's been a good start from Bradshaw. He's already up, I think, by 2 places up into 10th place. He's going to try and make the move down the inside as he runs all the way around the outside, trying to get alongside. Looks like it was Ed Spain there. We've got one driver off onto the grass by the look of it, but everybody's through with the exception of that and heading down towards the complex of corners, the right and then the left and then the right, with Taddy still leading from Jensen White. And White trying to take a move down the inside from a bit far back though. Looks like Ryan White's moved up into 3rd place. Hookie down into 4th. Then it's Branscombe in front of Fenton Stoneman with Kevin Ivanoff Then it looks like Ashley Haase, Joshua Sullivan, Ed Spain and Theo Bradshaw just in front of Archie Loveridge. So they make their run down towards the right-hander as Theo Bradshaw moves through. Ronnie Legg looks like he's made a move as well on Jacob Leathenby there. Just keeping an eye out the window as to Ivanov and Stoneman going side by side through the Hook complex. Max Taddy leads then from Jensen White. Look over the shoulder from White back towards Ryan White behind. Then he's tight into the right-hander down there at Chandler's. So it's Taddy, White, then Ryan White, Hookie, Branscombe, Stoneman, Ivanov, Haase, Sullivan and Bradshaw as it stands at the moment inside your top 10. With Ed Spain, then there's a gap back then to Alfie Forrester. There's moves out of the slipstream by, looks like that was Kevin Ivanov down the inside. And Stoneman, and then it's Branscombe, and they're three wide over the start-finish. Haase's coming to play as well. And the field, all concertinas back together in the middle behind Fenton Stoneman. All the way back down into 11th place at Ed Spain. Theo Bradshaw with the fastest lap of the race. He's going to want to start getting through this pack as quickly as he possibly can, because if he gets backed up in the middle of it, looks like he's managed to find a way past Sullivan. That's going to move him up into 9th place. He has indeed. So that's going to move him a place closer to the front. Got to get through this early because at the moment the top 4 have started to break away. Ryan White has found a way past Jensen White, and Sullivan is round, as is the 72 of Ed Spain. Didn't quite catch what happened there. I was looking out of the window at Ryan White finding a way past Jensen White, so we're going to have a quick look to see if we can see what happens here. Keep an eye in the background, that's where it comes. There's contact into the back of Sullivan there by Ed Spain, and then as Sullivan spins, Spain really has nowhere to go afterwards. His cart's pitched into a spin as well. So timing's gone in the top left corner, but we'll have a rearranged top 10 when we come through, because it's Fenton Stoneman and Alfie Forrester now inside the top 10. Yellow flag is out there. We've got Jensen Hookie off onto the grass on the inside. So he's out of the battle for the top 3. He's going to rejoin the pack just behind what looked like Ronnie Legg there in the bright orange helmet. The rest of the field streaming through. The top 2 have broken away. Ralphie Branscombe looks like he's up into 3rd place. He is. Kevin Ivanov's going to come through in 4th in front of Jensen White, Theo Bradshaw, Ashley Haase and Fenton Stoneman. Then it's Alfie Forrester, in front of Larry Price and Archie Loveridge. And he's in 11th. Then it's Ralston. Sam Green Gomez is in 13th. Housego, Hayes, Yeadon, Legg, Spain, Tipping, Hookie, Stapleton, Leathenby, Amy, Sullivan, Jardine, Housego and Battershill was the order last time they came over the line. Max Taddy has Ryan White all over the back of him, pushing away. Taddy's not had the best couple of rounds to start this season. Ryan White, who leads the championship, should be content with 2nd if he plays the long game in terms of points here. Theo Bradshaw up into 6th place, fastest lap of the race for Bradshaw. On the back now of this battle for 3rd with Branscombe, then Kevin Ivanov, Jensen White, Theo Bradshaw up into 6th place, fastest lap of the race on the previous lap. Out onto the hanger straight. Leaders still continuing to push away, opening up a gap if to try and turn this into a 2-kart battle for the end. But as I mentioned earlier, Ryan White here really just needing to play the long game. Max Taddy with 2 poor rounds, and you're only able to drop 1 round in terms of points. So Ryan White doesn't need to get too involved, just needs to keep pushing away, because right behind them you've got Ralphie Branscombe, who took 0.4 of a second out of Ryan White on that previous lap. with Kevin Ivanov pushing him along. Jensen White and Theo Bradshaw as well, just on the periphery of the top 5. But it would appear that Ralphie Branscombe is starting to close in. Ryan White down the inside of Max Taddy into the right-hander at Chandler's. We've got a change for the lead as White comes through. Taddy then has to drop back into second place. This is going to be a 6-kart battle for the lead in a matter of moments, because Branscombe is being pushed along by Kevin Ivanov down the back straight towards the bottom end corner. Theo Bradshaw with a nice bump and run on Jensen White into the right-hander at Raymond's corner. He's through, and then it's Harzé Stoneman, Larry Price and Alfie Forrester to round out your top 10. So White then now leading from Max Taddy with Ralphie Branscombe. Looks like he's found a way through on Taddy as well, and he has. Branscombe then up into second place, Taddy in third, then it's Ivanov and Theo Bradshaw with Jensen White shuffled back then down into 5th place. So Bradshaw trying to close in. Move from Ivanov, has the door closed on him by Max Taddy. Still 5 minutes to go. In this one. Down the inside goes Taddy. That's going to allow Ivanov to come through down the inside. Bradshaw as well. Branscombe could be on the outside here and might not have anywhere to go, and he's going to drop down into 5th place. Here's Ralphie Branscombe, Theo Bradshaw up into 4th. Off the back then now, pushing away on the back of Kevin Ivanov. Ryan White, front of Max Taddy, the top 6, with clear air. Back to Fenton Stoneman, Ashley Harzé, Larry Price, Alfie Forrester and Archie Loveridge in 11th place. Four minutes plus 1 lap to go. Taddy now in front of Ryan White. And down the inside comes Ivanov as well. Theo Bradshaw will come through, and Bradshaw just picking them off. When one driver goes down the inside, Bradshaw goes through as well. He's through into 2nd place. Is Theo Bradshaw. Max Taddy, who led and then got shuffled back, now leads again, but now he's got Theo Bradshaw behind him. Bradshaw right in the slipstream of Max Taddy. Down the back straight, Kevin Ivanov and Ryan White back into 4th place. Then it's Ralphie Branscombe. Taddy, arm off the wheel, not happy there. Look, feels he's been nudged wide. Down the inside goes Bradshaw. Ivanov is through as well. Ivanov from 3rd place will now lead. Bradshaw in 2nd. Then it's going to be Max Taddy, the top 6, shuffling the pack. Bradshaw down the inside of Ivanov. Does anybody want to lead this race for more than one corner? Bradshaw, Ivanov, Max Taddy, Ryan White in 4th place. Then it's Branscombe. Jensen White on the back as well. He has a look over his shoulder. He's 4 seconds back to the battle behind of Stoneman, Harzé, Price and Forrester. Into the Dell. Diggers, the right-hander, onto the back straight. Lap traffic in front of them. Bradshaw with a helmet tap. Wants Ivanov to work with him. Ryan White's going to come down the inside on Max Taddy. He's through at least 1 place, could be 2. So it looks like he was alongside Ivanov, then pulls out the slipstream, does Ryan White. Between the two of them, they managed to sort it out, but Kevin Ivanov up into 2nd place. Theo Bradshaw down the inside of Thomas Battershill. There's contact there between a few. Looks like that could have been Larry Price, was it? Keep an eye out on that. Not quite 100% sure, but no, it's not. He's still in a battle. So it's a driver with a very similar helmet and livery. Trying to keep an eye out. Could have been Charlie Stapleton. He's got a blue and white helmet as well. So it looks like he could have had a problem. We'll have a look at drivers dropping places. It was indeed Stapleton and Ronnie Legg, although he made up a few actually, Stapleton. It was Ronnie Legg and Ed Spain that came together. So not the first time in this race that Ed Spain's had some contact. Dropped him 6 places down into 21st. 1 minute 50 to go. 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 1 minute the yellow flag out at Marshall Post 1. So it looks like we could have somebody off down the far end of the circuit. Trying to keep an eye out for who that is and where. We'll see if anybody's dropping down the order. Yellow flag is still out, but it's hidden from the view of the commentary box. Theo Bradshaw, though, continuing to lead from Kevin Ivanoff and Ryan White. Yellow flag is in, so whoever it was has managed to rejoin the fray. Looks like it could have been Cameron Tipping. He's showing as being down in 25th place. So there he is. There is Cam Tipping. There's the kart off to one side. Theo Bradshaw leading the way, opening up the gap from Kevin Ivanoff. Ryan White, Ralphie Branscombe, Max Taddy and Jensen White. Ashley Haase, Fenton Stoneman, Larry Price and Alfie Forrester. That's your top 10 as it stands in front of Loveridge, Hookie, Gomez, Ralston, Yeadon, Hayes, Housego, Stapleton, Legg and Spain. Theo Bradshaw, though, with 14 seconds remaining, may well get round here to get 2 more laps in. This and the last one. Keeping an eye on the timing. And he does indeed get round with 1 second to spare. And now we're going to have 2 more laps here for Theo Bradshaw to have to hold on to the lead. Bradshaw, Ivanoff, White, your top 3. After a frantic middle section to this race, things seem to have calmed down ever so slightly. I get the feeling that things are going to ramp up again when that last lap board comes out for our drivers. We've already had 14 laps. It's going to be a 16-lap final as Theo Bradshaw makes his way down the back straight towards the right-hand hairpin of Raymond's. He's got a bit of a gap from Ivanoff. Then Ryan White. Behind them, Ralphie Branscombe now is running in 4th, and he has a bit of a move. Then Ryan White and Kevin Ivanoff down the inside. Ivanoff is off the track, goes across the grass. How everybody's missed him, I've absolutely no idea. His steering wheel takes a beating, and Ryan White and Kevin Ivanoff come together on the final lap. Bradshaw, though, will continue to lead. Ryan White in 2nd place at the moment, at least on track. Think that one will be looked at post-race for the overtake down the inside. Branscombe is in 3rd. Then it's Max Taddy in front of Jensen White. That's going to be your top 5 as it stands. Don't think any of them are close enough to make a last lap move, although Branscombe is close to Ryan White. Theo Bradshaw, who retired from Heat 2 and had to come through. White and Branscombe. Theo Bradshaw wins in South Wales. Theo wins from Ryan White, Ralphie Branscombe, Max Taddy and Jensen White, your top 5, in front of a recovering Kevin Ivanoff. And then it's Alfie Forrester. Fenton Stoneman's dropping down the order outside of the top 10. And then it's Forrester in 7th, Loveridge, Hookie, Haase, Gomez, Price, Ralston, Yeadon. Then it's Hayes, Housego, Stapleton, Spain, Legg, Sullivan and Fenton Stoneman. Still hasn't taken the checkered flag. Don't know where the kart is. Can't see it on this final lap. But Fenton Stoneman looks like he's off into the tyres on the outside of the Surtees left-hander. There's definitely a kart down there. But there we see the replay on that of the final lap incident between Ryan White and Kevin Ivanoff on the entry to the hook. Theo Bradshaw, though, wins from Ryan White, Ralphie Branscombe, Max Taddy and Jensen White, with Kevin Ivanoff, Alfie Forrester, Archie Loveridge, Jensen Hookie and Ashley Haase completing your top 10.